Cecile Beck and the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell. Ring the little bell so you are notified when new videos drop. I've been listening to Big Finish. I listen to a lot of Big Finish. Well, actually, quite a lot less now. But I look at my orders for the upcoming year. It is a lot less there because quality hasn't been so great of late. One of the things the quality hasn't been so great in was the massive multimedia story, Time Lord Victorious, which didn't really work out very well. Oh my god, did that fall flat on its face? I mean, just completely flat on its face. So the final part of it comes limping around the bend. Time Lord Victorious, Echoes of Extinction, and it's not bad. It's not really connected in any way to Time Lord Victorious, but it's not actually bad. It's a Paul McGann and David Tennant release. Again, I think probably one of the strongest ones of Time Lord Victorious. It's not really saying much. Really, it's not really saying much. So anyway, I'm going to give you a full review. I'm going to tell you if it's worth your time, is it worth your money. Actually, and I'm thinking about this on the fly, I actually think this one is worth your time and money. Yeah, I think it is. And I'm going to explain why during the review. If you can hit the like button, that would be really, really nice. Then again, even if you don't like it, hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. If you're subscribed, please make sure you're still subscribed. That'd be fan-dabby. Double dozy. YouTube doesn't really like people of independent thought, as it turns out. Yeah, who knew? So, yeah, if you hit the subscribe button, that's really, really helpful. Comment as well. The YouTube algorithm loves those yummy comments. And if you want to be super, super, super nice, go check out this, my Indiegogo. I'm recording this on what day is it? Monday. I'm not sure when I'm dropping this video, but I'm probably ending this campaign in about a week from when you see this video. Yeah, that's the plan. Is to freaking awesome graphic novels. Roll up. Get them all the hot, because it's going away. It's going away because I'm launching my new campaign. Well, the sign up for my new campaign. As I said, in about a week. If you buy both graphic novels, you get a bunch of extras, or you can just get the extras on their own. But I would rather you get the graphic novels. Let's go look at the extras quickly, because then, kind of sexy girly pictures, which I quite like looking at. I think that's good enough reason in of itself. We have the For the Male Gay series, a bunch of titillating cards from my 12-year-old mind, my masturbatory fantasies when I was 12-year-old, and they still were pretty good today. They're still, I would say, excellent. We have Keeping the British End Up, a nice James Bondy one. We have Party Like It's 1999. I have to say, he does very much nail the look of Space 1999 there. We have Don't Even Think It's Citizen. But I think it a lot. I hate to tell you, I do think it a lot. But I think it even more about this next card. The next card is No Hanky Panky in the TARDIS. Quite a fair bit of hanky-panky in my TARDIS, darling. That's all I would say. And then we have I'm Sensing Strong Emotions, Captain. And I just added this one in because I really wanted to. For no apparent reason. One of my favourites. My favourite, I think, is No Hanky-Panky in the TARDIS. But this one is a good one. We call it The False is Female. The False is Female. If we hit $8,000, everybody gets this poster for free that goes with it. They call this, a Bohemian in Time and Space. This is a good A2 poster. There's an add-on. Right now it's an add-on. The campaign, as a recording, is at 6,900. One of my favourite numbers. But I like the 6. The 9, not so much. Hopefully by the time that this video drops, somebody will have bought it, so I can't make that joke anymore. So we also have this as an add-on. It's The Eyes Have It, another great piece of art, again, A2. And we have this one, Great Balls of Fire. And on Tuesday night, I hope to be debuting the final poster in the campaign. It's called Forever Young. It's going to be with an older, aging Fourth Doctor and Sarah Jane Smith. I just want to think they're forever young in that TARDIS together, flying around, having adventures. So there you go. So let's have a look at Time Lord Victorious. Echoes of Extinction. So this is a Paul McGann and David Tennant release. Again, probably one of the strongest ones of the range. You can get it as a vinyl, which I can't because I don't have a record player. And weirdly enough, I would love to have one, even though it's a massive pain in the ass. Because I love all these vinyls; they look really, really. But it's a very expensive hobby. Or you can get it for like $8.99 download. I think that's probably the way to go. So what this is 2.5-hour stories that are linked together. Again, very, very tentatively connected to Time Lord Victorious. You really don't need to know anything about Time Lord Victorious at all to be able to enjoy this. So on the first side, the first 30 minutes story is a Paul McGann one, the Eighth Doctor, and the second is a David Tennant one. So this what works as a prequel and sequel to Time Lord Victorious. So you're getting the Eighth Doctor just as it begins, and the 10th Doctor just after it's finished. So it's pretty much, encapsulated outside it. So the few things you need to know about Time Lord Victorious is there was time kept changing, and there were alternate timelines occurring, and this was something the McGann Doctor had to deal with a lot. And the 10th Doctor had this idea of eradicating death at one point by taking out this alien race that defined death and created death, called the Cthulhu. So the only other good bit of Time Lord Victorious is a short trips with the Master, and it's 2 stories. There's Lesser Evils and Masterpiece. Lesser Evils, really good. It's John Coltrane doing an alien master and really nailing with a really interesting story, which kind of gives you a opening to a whole other adventure, which I'd really like to know about, but you don't get any of that in Time Lord Victorious at all. So what this story is, you have the Paul McGann's Doctor show up, and it's a good cast. It does have really an excellent cast. Shows up on a space station. There is a what was it? There is this woman there called Jasmine. And a robot butler called Edwards, played by Paul Clayton. So the robot butler sounds very similar to John Hurt. Sounds really like John Hurt's playing it. I thought it was the guy, they got the guy in who's playing the young war doctor to do this role. No, it's this guy called Paul Clayton. Never heard him, but he does it really well. So basically, imagine a robot doctor with the voice of John Hurt. They're stuck on a space station. They're all alone, and there's a monster there, played by Bern Gorman. Bern Gorman's a little bit wasted in this because it's just kind of a big, growly, shouty voice. And the mysteries are what they're doing there, how they got there, what this monster is, and it's got something to do with the genocide of a world below, right? And so basically, I don't want to spoil it because this is kind of an interesting, it's an interesting curio. It really is an interesting curio. So you have this story set up, and the Eighth Doctor has a kind of resolution with it. Then on the second side, it's the 10th Doctor story. David Tennant being really good. It's one of the better David Tennant releases. I just listened to Dalek Universe last week, and this is better. This is I think better David Tennant Doctor. He arrives at the planet after the 8th Doctor's been there, and the second half of the story continues. And it's again great cast. He's there with a spaceship full of people who are there to somehow observe this planet, but it turns out they're not exactly what you think they are. Arthur Darvill is very noticeable in it. Who else is in it that I would recognize? Jake Dugman's in it. I didn't know that. But I can't remember. I think Mina Anwar's in it, and she was really good. Yeah, I'm pretty sure because I've heard her voice a few times on Big Finish release, I think. Generally speaking, an interesting story. Let's see how they describe it. Right, trapped a haunted monster waits to consume new victims. It needs help. It needs a doctor. Unfortunately, it also needs to kill whoever it meets. Yeah, that is a bit of a drawback. Thrust into immediate danger, and on the back foot, it will take the doctor's ingenuity to triumph. 2 interlinked adventures, 2 doctors, 1 foe, 1 story. And again, there's a nice little coda at the end of it where David Tennant looks back at himself as the 8th Doctor because they kind of intersect a little bit, and you feel. And you get to see the 10th Doctor's view of like the last, few hundred years of his life, which was a very tumultuous time. You had the War Doctor, you had the Ninth Doctor, and and you had him, being Time Victorious. This is written by Alfie Shaw, and I think that's probably why it's quite good. Big Finish, they're doing great, and they want to bring in new talent. I love that, but they seem to be really interested in only bringing female talent. I mean, that seems to be like where they really, really want, or people on the progressive track, or I think if you're a trans writer, they would really, really love you. As a result, the quality has really dropped, and that's what the writers they had through all their Time of Victorious releases. Apart from this one and the other good one, Simon Guria wrote Lesser Evils, which is really excellent. I really like Lesser Evils. It's better than this, and it's cheaper than this, right? But then you got Master Feather on the other side. Again, John Culture doing the Delgado Master, but the story is by one of these new writers, new female writers. Not very good. I mean, it's okay, but it is actually one of the stronger ones. It's not full of all like these like really annoying woke tropes. Like there's no in this either. There's no butt kicking. Trans, lesbian, or bisexual bounty hunter from the future, which is they're in most Big Finish releases now. So that was pretty good. So but again, I think this way this works is by an experienced writer, by Alfie Shaw. Alfie Shaw, I wouldn't say is like the top tier Big Finish talent, but he can deliver a solid story, good soundscape, good direction. And again, I think a particularly good performance from David Tennant. So really, it's down to how much you like Paul McGann and David Tennant. If you like these Doctors, this is a good interlinked story. There is a vague mention of the Cthulhu, which is an alien species or a monster from Time of Victorious, but that's really about it, right? That's about, and talk about the timeline shifting a bit, but again, nothing you need worry about. It doesn't interfere with your enjoyment of the release. Is it like unnecessary? No. It is skippable, completely skippable, but it's not bad. It's actually quite good. So there you go. This one gets my recommendation. I'll give this one an 8 out of 10. An 8 out of 10, which is better than Dalek Universe got. So why? Because it's better than Dalek Universe. It's just on the side. But I think I worked out my problem with Dalek Universe. I think introducing a gender swapped recurring villain, a newly gender swapped recurring villain again, which wasn't as good as the previous version they used, plus the absence of any Daleks, really sank Dalek Universe. I really do. So this is better than that. I'm going to give this one an 8 out of 10. Decent story. Decent little story. Clever, nice two-sided thing. I think it'll probably work better as a vinyl because you got like the purple and the blue side, something like that. And it's like the 2 half-hour stories. So it just kind of like sinks together. And you can tell it's made for vinyl. This one is really made for vinyl. And it works. It works in that context. So there you go. My name is Ela Beck, and you're Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe. And ring the little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.